Lucasfilm does not know what people want. Again and again and again, they killed off all the characters that people want in Star Wars. They killed off Han Solo. They could have got someone else to act as Han Solo instead of Harrison Ford. Okay? But then they choose like the first actor in a Star Wars story they could find, not the most authentic, most actor for Han Solo. The most, like for Rebellion, they chose the best person for the movie. Okay, what was the Salazar? But Disney and they chose the most cockiest guy for Han Solo. They didn't choose the best guy, the guy who sounded like best like Han Solo. They chose even though 5,000 people signed up, let's choose the first guy. Okay, first guy, so our movie can get out on time to make sure our movie goes to $1 billion, even though our movie flopped. But Reylo, something that nobody cares about, something that nobody wants, okay, something that nobody cares about, like Rose Tico, only a few crazy people want. It's funny how Disney is pandering towards these crazy people on the internet who send death threats to people, who do all this really bad stuff on the internet. Yet, like Disney always does, they always give them the way. Even though Disney fans are not that much better with trying to, if you don't like The Incredibles, they'll say, ooh, you're fascist, you're evil, you're bad. If you have an opinion that's contrary to what the Disney fans have, you're a bad person, okay? And there's many articles about this. Let's go on this Games Radar article. It's a very complex issue where he says what relationship between Kylo Ren and Rey. The duo was the strangest Star Wars relationship since Rey kissed Luke. Her brother on the lips. Rey were attracted to each other, enemies yet almost friends. This is stuff that nobody cares about, okay? People talk about toxic relationships and whatever it is. It's no joke. I think they dealt with it really well. It's not skimmed over. But the thing is, nobody cares about Reylo. But people come about fan theories of the two characters. It does not bother me. People were infuriated. I hear them. Really fun hearing them. And of course, and stuff. Obviously, there's the whole Reylo thing, and some people are very past it, some aren't. Yeah, the crazy people who, if you don't believe in Reylo, they'll attack you. They'll attack people on the internet. They'll send death threats if you don't believe in it. Even if Disney doesn't believe in it and Lucasfilm, they'll send death threats to people and their family for not being together in real life. We'll see what remains to be seen, but we know so little about the movie and other than the cast and some of its returning players, that it's difficult to speculate about anything regarding story or plot, because the plot's probably gonna be terrible. The movie will come out on the 20th in the US. And of course, Disney does not know what people want. People want a Star Wars movie. That's normal. People just want a simple movie or even a Passion of the Torch movie would have been better than The Last Jedi and Force Awakens. Okay, hey, this person, similar to the original Star Wars movies, but with new characters. I don't think anybody would be complaining. Okay, if these characters like Poe, Finn, and Rey, and Rose Tico, and all these other characters were these deep, interesting characters. I don't think they could make Hodor a good character. And of course, Snoke are all deep, interesting characters. They like Luke, Han, Rhea, and all the original trilogy characters, Chewbacca. All these characters from the original trilogy were these deep, interesting characters. Not Chewbacca. Chewbacca wasn't really a deep character because he was just there to be Chewbacca. But Darth Vader, all these interesting characters introduced. People loved them from the start. Okay, people in the Force Awakens, they really tried. Okay, people say, oh, the Force Awakens was not that great. No, they actually were really trying to give these characters character. Okay. Finn was a stormtrooper that turned good. Rey was a person that was basically living off the scraps in this town, and then she realized, and kind of like in a desert town, she finds BB-8, and she basically is put into this mess. She doesn't want to do it, so but eventually they make her come. She doesn't want to confront her destiny, so the bad guys kidnap her because she has the Force. So she uses Force Fix 7 unseen to get out, and of course she eventually rises up and beats Kylo Ren in the first battle, which I kind of find was not that great and kind of anticlimactic because, and of course, but then you realize at the end Kylo Ren's training wasn't over, so it gave us more the reason why Kylo Ren lost that battle because he wasn't, and instead Kylo Ren wasn't fully trained enough. Okay, he wasn't fully trained enough, and so yeah, he gave these characters actual character arcs, but then even Kylo Ren had a much better character arc. He was kind of like the leader, but he was kind of like the Darth Vader like figure, a figure that helped kept the First Order together and stuff, and he was in the Starkiller base, and he was basically but then he found out he was Han Solo's son they tried to change, but he was like Anakin Skywalker. He became rogue, and he basically formed the First Order with Snoke. And Snoke, they hinted that he was like this Palpatine-like figure. He was gonna be like Palpatine. But then in the Last Jedi, they threw it all down the toilet. That's the whole thing with the movie. I just wanted to say all that. But Reylo is something that nobody cares about because nobody cares about these characters, okay? These characters were set up in The Force Awakens as new, great, interesting characters, but then The Last Jedi, they flushed it all down the toilet, okay? They flushed it all down the toilet, okay? They ruined these characters' storylines. They made the characters worse in this movie. And that's basically it. Nobody cares about Reylo because The Last Jedi was so terrible compared to The Force Awakens. Because The Force Awakens actually gave these characters character, or at least start of a character. But the problem is the second movie they completely erased the character. Okay, you can't fix characters that are already broken. Lucasfilm, you can't. Okay. If you want to make these characters, proper likable characters, they have to be likable in all the movies like the original trilogy had them. And even the prequels to an extent as well. Like Obi-Wan was likable in all three of the movies. And Anakin, he was semi-likable and hateable. Because he turned evil, of course. And that was the whole point of Anakin Skywalker that he was turning evil. He wasn't a Jedi. He was turning to the dark side, eventually, or Palpatine in the prequels as well. It's sort of how he eventually took over, and became the leader of the Empire, and how he became basically himself in the original trilogy. And that's basically all. Goodbye.